We are currently just off the edge of our 5th tee box in a little more of a native area, apple orchard. I have 2 beehives currently behind me, working on a project in conjunction with UW-Madison on a pollinator project.
Well, the idea was to establish honeybee hives on a handful of golf courses around the state, and part of it's just kind of an outreach effort to promote pollinators and pollinator health in the landscape, and showing that golf courses can be a participant in that as well as other places, other habitats.
Pollinators are, as a whole, two-thirds of what we do as humans, what we eat. We need pollinators, and if we can promote that and increase our food production or maintain our food production, it's only going to help us in the future. I also think from a golf course standpoint, bees are kind of sensitive. We're looked at a lot of times as some place that we do more harm than good to the environment. I think it's a great way to show that we're really not. We're actually more environmentalists than people think we are.
In the last 10 or 20 years, there's been sort of a steady decline in honeybees. And there's a variety of reasons. One of them is actually there's a parasitic mite called the varroa mite. There are pesticides, of course. There's some diseases that are involved as well. There's long-term transport of the honeybees by commercial beekeepers. This put a lot of stress on the bees. So bees are kind of under assault.
I think in all aspects of what we do, maintaining the environment is good for not only ourselves as superintendents, but for our properties. Everybody enjoys to see wildlife while they're out on the golf course, whether it's the wildlife from the deer to the turkeys. We've got some bald eagles that are around the area, all the way down to the insects and the bees. The healthier environment we create, I think the more appealing everything we do is, not only to our golfers, but to the public as well.
Well, the main thing is to examine the pollen that comes in that the bees collect and look at pesticide contamination of the pollen. So sort of get an idea, first of all, where they're collecting the pollen, and just get an idea, sort of set up a baseline for problems that we might be having with pollen. Honey is just beyond being sweet, has health benefits to it. With the pollen, there's certain immunities that are conferred from the pollen.
This is permanent. My hopes are these go very well this first year and the second year, and this is something I plan on doing consistently and could potentially adding in other areas of the golf course another hive or 2 here or there.